In spring 2020, the UK was put on lockdown in an attempt to reduce the spread of COVID-19, otherwise known as the coronavirus. People were told to stay home by the government to reduce risk of infection and spreading. In this film, we follow the lives of 4 women from one street in Merthyr Tydfil, the South Wales Valleys. For those of you that are not sure, Wales is in fact part of the UK. My name's Kelly, and I said I do this documentary mainly because I just want something to do whilst we're stuck in, but secondly because I'm just about to start my new bath bomb business, and I think the more Instagram followers I get, probably the better. Kelly Smith is a full-time mum who lives in number 13. She's lived in Lockdown Lane most of her life, moving from number 1 to number 2 and now finally 13. She lives with her daughters, Venice and Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is sleeping now. She's down for a nap on my chest. I've lived here in the street all my life. I started in number 2 with my mum, but then my mum met Pete in the Elvis Festival in Farquhar, so she moved to Bridgend and left me and my brother with my nan in number 1. Janice is still, I think you've asked Janice to do the questions as well, so she'll tell you more. I did, when I had Venice, I moved over to the flats with her father, but that didn't work out. And then I did move up to Dowlais when I met Bruce Lee's father, but just before she was, just before we got pregnant with her, this house came up for rent, so it's ideal really, because I grew up here and my nan. Yeah, we called her Bruce Lee, Bruce after Willis, even though it's a boy's name, we still really like it. And Lee was after Lee Evans, the comedian, because he's just hysterical, me. So yeah, she's Bruce Lee. Venice was named after the hotel in Vegas. Me and her father were hoping to go there to get married, but obviously, like I said, that didn't work out. No, I didn't like it in Dowlais at all, far too cold. And it's like, so Dowlais is the furthest away from Ponty or closest to Ebbsville, depends how you look at it. It's just freezing up there all the time, so yeah, we wanted to move back to the lane, like. But it's all a bit mental really, and the first I heard was when the kids' school closed, when Venice's school closed. So she came home, she was sent home because she has a little cough. There was nothing to really worry about, but she came home anyway. But yeah, so I've had to put my bath bomb business on hold. My friend did it for years, but it sort of fizzled out. And now I've taken it over, but obviously I have to stop now because nobody's going to buy a bath bomb with this virus about, are they? Tell me about it. I really like living here. Obviously there's the rumours about number 3. They think she's the vampire, but I don't think they're vampires. It's the family it is, they just keep themselves to themselves, but my nan is convinced that they're vampires. And then you got her at the top of the street who's just moved back from London. She's really stuck up. I think she's a weather woman or something like that. Not really sure. I don't think she'll want to buy bath bombs off me though. I think I seen her the other day with the Marks and Spencer's bag. She does a food shopping up there, like who can afford to do their food shopping in Marks and Spencer's. I think we're going to find it really, really hard. I mean, kids used to being out. I'm used to meeting the girls for coffee and stuff. Oh, she's waking up now. But no, I think it's going to be really hard. Is it on? Is it on? Hello? Is it on? Janice Davis has lived in the lane for 55 years. She lives with her husband Eddie and her dog John and has her hair done every Tuesday.
Hello, my name is Janice Davis and I've been asked to record some things on this mobile WhatsApp. There's a virus going on, but we are all safe and healthy in this house. I live with Eddie, my husband, and John, my dog, and we have lived here for the past 55 years. Do you think that's all right? Do you think that's all right? Well, I have never known anything like this in my life. And I've lived through several minute sales, you know, but never been told to stay. And we're at risk here, me and our Eddie. We're over 70, so we've been categorically told to stay in. It's terrible. I have my hair, look at my hair. Oh yes, I love living in this street. I've lived here for 55 years, never had any problems. Well, apart from number 3, you know. I think she's a vampire. The undead, we call her. Something very strange going on there. So my granddaughter Kelly, she lives in number, I think it's 13, is it? Eddie? Oh, I think he's gone up the allotments. I shouldn't say that because he's not allowed out, is he? Aye, well, they go out very late at night. Only at night. Only at night they go out. So there's something odd. I asked her to buy a raffle ticket once as well. They were trying to do the church hall. She was having none of it. She was. None of it. And then there's her up the top, just moved back from London. I heard she's a banker or an investment thing or something or other. Lots of money, does a shopping in Marks and Spencer's. Well, obviously it's going to be very hard. Very, very hard for me. I have my hair done every Tuesday. I don't know how I'm going to manage. It's going to be like a bird's nest. Oh, aye, our Kelly. She's doing these bath bomb WhatsApp things now. I mean, I can't talk. I did Avon for years and years and years. Basically, my friend Tracy kept us in beans and eggs over the years, you know, when I was selling the Avon. But I don't know. Why do people want a bath bomb? Why do they want their baths to fizz? Beyond me. But then again, look at this bloody virus. Can I say? Do you think I can? Eddie?
My name is Farquhar. I am back in South Wales on my therapist's advice. I've been back about 3 weeks now. Farquhar has lived in the lane for approximately 3 weeks. She is not a fan. I've been back 3 weeks. I'm originally from North Wales, but I've came down when I was 4, have not lost my accent. I've been in London for the past 15 years. I moved back 3 weeks ago because I had a breakdown in work. I'm the editor of an arts magazine, or was an editor of an arts magazine. Obviously, I've lost my job and I've lost everything, really. I genuinely believe it's all to do with 5G. Like I said, the virus doesn't bother me. These heathens bother me. These heathens that live here. I'm filming this out the back. I've been in the garden. But everybody just keeps asking me, is the wine from Marks and Spencer's? It's from Odd Bins. I've been told to stay in anyway. Relax, they said. Relax. So it doesn't bother me at all. No. Cheers, Corona. Do you know? I don't. Hi, my name's Tina and I'm a lifestyle coach, a mother, and I really wanted to do this documentary just to show everybody that just because we're in lockdown, it does not mean that we can't achieve and that we can't, it doesn't mean that we can't achieve and that we just can't be the best version of ourselves during this time. Tina Thomas Matthews is a lifestyle coach. She's lived in Lockdown Lane for the past 6 years with her 3 exclusively breastfed children and key worker husband. I personally think this virus has come at an absolutely amazing time. I'm more than happy to, well, we're thinking about learning Russian. We want Tabitha to pick up Mandarin, and I mean, I've already been for a 6-mile run this morning. I just think you have to make the best of a bad situation. I don't think it's going to be hard at all. I think we're going to have a fantastic time. Obviously, my husband's a key worker. I'm not sure whether I mentioned that. He's a key worker, so he's out on the front line. But yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, obviously, it's going to play a big part on the children's emotional well-being. And mine were all exclusively breastfed, so they'll be fine. We're giving them an organic diet at the moment as well, purely organic and vegan, because I think it's really important that they come out of this healthy and with an awareness of why the world is so bad. I mean, has anybody asked? Has anybody done any research? I bet there's not one vegan that has had coronavirus yet. I've been giving my followers live training, so you can train with Tina over on Instagram and Facebook Live. We did Zumba last night. It was thoroughly enjoyable and lots of fun. Next time on Lockdown Lane. So we're out on our daily walk, our half-hour exercise allowance. Dennis, give us a wave. Dennis, man! This is all the tea bags we've got left. They will last us about 3 days. Terrible, this is. Terrible. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. It's just all getting a little bit much, isn't it? I couldn't get soya milk.